Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, see, this is a misgiving. The misgiving is this: we are among an enemy. The enemy taught us of a Jesus that don't even exist. 2,000 years ago, he's dead. Jesus was a sign. His mother, Mary, was a sign. Mary's husband, Joseph, was a sign. All the ministry of Jesus was a sign. All of these were signs of the so-called American Negro and the last messenger that God would raise up from among a mental dead people. We're living in a time that all of the prophets, from Moses to Jesus and all of the major minor prophets in between, and all of them, even Yakub told his man, the white man, after he made the white man from the black man, that he would have 6,000 years, means 6 days, to go and do his work. And then God said he would come and destroy him if he didn't do right. If he's not going to be a good stewardship, God said he would come and destroy him. And he was not a good stewardship, so therefore the prophets warned him, America, that her days was numbered. We are living in a time that the parents are so gullible for this world of evil. And the world of evil is so widespread that it looks hard to get black people from sport and play into something serious. Because the white man, they always figured that the white man he have power and he gonna make sure I eat, he gonna make sure this take place. But I tell you, my friend, take a look at the Midwest. Take a look at the South. Take a look at what God have revealed. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, and this is in the Bible. We believe in the Bible. We know the Bible. We understand the Bible. We know the truth of the Bible, and we know the falsehood of the Bible. Remember now, we must remember that there's something the white man, the Pope of Rome, he knows it. He knows the real history of Christmas. He knows the real history of Nimrod. He knows the real history and what it's all about. So they put Jesus in the place of Nimrod, trying to get the people to worship Nimrod in a kind of slide way. But they know that Jesus cannot help them. They know that Moses cannot. That's why the Jews set a chair at the table on the Passover, looking for Jesus, looking for Moses to return. Moses will not return. The Jesus 2,000 years will not return. But what will return, when God said to Moses that God would raise up one like Moses. When Jesus came and Jesus said to God, he pleaded to God. He said, raise one up from among them. And God did raise one up from among us. And Jesus said, it expedient that I go back to my Father, and you'll see me no more. Howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, only mean a man that God would come and teach and put wisdom and knowledge into him. The Bible puts it this way: breathe his own inspiration into his nostrils, only mean he taught him a language that had life to it, a teaching that had life to it, and that life would give life to the dead. That word would give life to the dead. Mental dead people, mental black people. So yes, we're in the end time. We're in the end time. This is the end of the world. The end of the world is here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, he said, God told him when he allowed the mother plane to come down so the people can see it in all of the splendor, he says the end is here, inside of America, in the window. He said, let America see what God's going to use to destroy her. And this is why you see all across America, all the records have been broken with your tornadoes, with your whirlwinds, with your lightning and thunder, with the water coming out of the banks and running the people from the low line to the high lines, high land areas. This is because God is angry. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, Allah confused the very mind of the wise and prudent man of this world. And America is now confused. The president, the governor, the mayors, and all of their cabinets are confused. And now the foreign land, God have angered, and he has stirred up the people in foreign lands to come against America. And America's in serious trouble. And the poor black man, all God wants you to do is come out of her, come out of Babylon, and be healed. And the only way you're going to do that, you've got to come through the doors of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That means coming through the doors of Muhammad's temple of Islam. You must be taught in, you can't go to heaven the way you are. You got to be cleaned up. You got to stop. You got to be cleaned up. Your language on the inside must be cleaned up. Your appearance on the outside must be cleaned up. This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, that God said he will clean us up. But if the word won't do it, God sending famines. And I'm telling you, this famine is going to get worse and worse. And we're on the brink now of a giant earthquake that's going to kill millions of people. You hear what I say? We're on the brink of an earthquake that's going to kill millions of people. And many that will be left, you will be scared out of your wit, because you will see a hand of a God that is angry.